Hi there everyone, welcome back to End Times. This is some more breaking news for you. For those of you who don't know yet, the World Health Organization and everywhere on the internet, as you can see here, 1 day ago, 18 hours ago, a day ago, 2 days, they are predicting a new disease, a disease X. So this won't be COVID-19. For those of you who know, in 2024, COVID-19 was in 2019. It's 4 years ago. 5 years ago. And look what they really said 5 years ago. This was when COVID had just started. Or this was released just as it started or just before it started. What is disease X? 5 years ago. The World Health Organization explains the origin of the term. Let's watch this.
To give rise to a severe epidemic and for which we don't have enough.
Start from the beginning.
WHO. My name is Nika Alexander, and today we wanted to do a short video to help explain something called Disease X, which we're hearing a lot about. I have with me our expert, Dr. Bernadette Murieux. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, to you too.
So first question off the top. Is there a disease out there right now called Disease X?
No, there is no disease called Disease X.
So
there is no disease called Disease X because right now you are busy with COVID and you will not talk about COVID while we are running the COVID vaccine mass poisoning of the entire planet. You will not talk about COVID. No, you will not. You'll be banned from Facebook if you talk about COVID. You will be banned from Twitter if you talk about COVID. Your posts will not go up on YouTube if you talk about COVID. That was 5 years ago, folks. Remember all the truth that's come out since then about COVID and the vaccines. My thought for you is, if you're watching this, is just that I hope you did not get the vaccine. You will become one of the zombies that will be controlled. Okay, so let's just carry on about this disease X, which 5 years ago was only a hypothetical. And I will still show you guys the meaning of the word hypothetical. And now it's going to become a reality. Last 7 years we have until the end, folks.
So people have been hearing about this Disease X, however, because...
Funny story, by that time no one had heard about any Disease X until they spoke about Disease X. Up to that point, people were just getting the shocking reality of COVID-19. People's livelihoods getting destroyed, people losing jobs, houses, cars, families, friends. Because we were not allowed to talk about the fake virus COVID. Super flu, guys, that's what it is. That's what it was. It is the flu. It came at the beginning of the season, and then it became at the beginning of the next seasons. Over the course of COVID, every 6 months, when one part of the world changed from summer to winter, and another part of the world changed from winter to summer, the same way it is happening forever and always, people got the flu.
Because WHO issued a list of certain diseases. What is that list?
The list is a way to prioritize our efforts. I mean, WHO and all the partners working with WHO on certain diseases that have the potential to give rise to a severe epidemic and for which we don't have enough or no medical countermeasure, meaning no drugs, no vaccine. So it's really to focus this effort on this specific group of disease. Just mention that is not an exhaustive list of disease. There are other diseases that can give rise to huge epidemics, but this one is only focusing on disease for which we have not enough drug and vaccine.
So it's a list asking that donors, that researchers, that scientists focus on these particular diseases that we're concerned about.
Absolutely.
So these are
literally the list of diseases that they do not have enough resources and vaccines and XYZ for money. It's literally their shopping list, their Christmas list. Like, hey, world, give us this money.
There are diseases that exist, except for at the end of the list, we wrote Disease X, What was the idea of putting this disease that you said does not exist at the end of our list?
So disease X is a concept. Let's say it's a placeholder to be sure that if we have a new disease, completely new disease, or a disease we know but not enough and suddenly emerge.
Folks, just for those of you who don't know how it works, it's also called, I wouldn't say it's pre-programming, it's psychological stuff. For many people will already associate the X now. Oh no, I've heard about this before. Funny how Twitter, they changed it to X. And everybody's still saying X, formerly known as Twitter. We know it used to be called Twitter, but just for saying X, 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 X. So when we get disease X, which will probably be promoted by X, formerly known as Twitter. So when we get disease X, which is coming right now, to a household near you soon worldwide. Goodbye freedom once again. And you will not be allowed to talk about disease X. You'll probably face worse, 20 times worse consequences than what you did when you spoke against COVID, when you didn't want to take a vaccine against COVID, the disease that didn't kill half of the population of the planet. Folks, once again, if you do not know this, the statistics of people who passed away, who died during the so-called epidemic of COVID, it was the same amount of people that died year in and year out, season after season, across the entire globe, because of what? Things like the common cold, which can then lead to stuff like pneumonia, etc., etc., etc. They never released during the time of COVID the normal list of people who died from natural causes and things like I said, the common cold, leading to stuff like pneumonia, etc. They did not release those lists. Reason being, because it was the exact same list. And yes, a small percentage of people, more people died simply because of the draconian measures that people lived under. Okay? And it's more, and suddenly emerges and it's more severe. Funny how they didn't have this in place for COVID. And this is the exact 5 years ago, the exact same time when the fake COVID hoax happened. Why did they not have something in place for COVID? But as COVID's happening, all of a sudden we've got this plan for X because we think ahead. We're thinking 5 years into the future to 2024. I say again, think just for yourself. Why is Twitter changed to X? Millions and millions and hundreds of millions of people use Twitter. X, 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 disease X, X, X. The same Twitter that isn't so open for everyone to say what they want the way it was supposed to be under Elon.
Emerge and is more severe or spreading everywhere, we will have a space to put the disease and to know that we need to put efforts in terms of research to get drugs and vaccine, let's say.
It's like when you're going to have a baby, maybe in the future, you have kids now, you call them A, B, and C. And you already have a birth certificate lined up, and you already have a name chosen for your child X.
So in a way, it's a reminder to remember the unknown.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder to remember the unknown. There, she just said it. It's to remind us to remember the unknown. Let's just change the unknown to the doesn't exist yet. It's a reminder to remember that which does not exist. It's a reminder to remember that which does not exist. So when we tell you guys, hey, remember that thing that doesn't exist that's called X? Guess what? Happy birthday, 2024.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Dr. Milk.
Thank you to you.
If you are interested in learning more about disease X,
just stay tuned because pretty soon Twitter will be called X. Now, what I just want you to have a look at, this is 5 years ago. Look here now on a YouTube feed. Disease X, the next possible global health threat. Disease X is a hypothetical illness with the potential for 20 times more fatalities than the COVID-19 pandemic. And this was the focal point of blah, 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 probably some big meeting with doctors. So I'm going to do something for you folks here. Hypothetical. Like that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, my face is moving a bit. Okay, hypothetical. That is the word. Disease X is hypothetical. Involving or being based on suggested idea or theory. Being or involving a hypothesis, conjectural, hypothetical arguments, hypothetical situation. Doesn't really explain it. Yeah. In a way that is imagined or suggested but not necessarily real or true. There. The meaning of hypothetical in English. In a way that is imagined or suggested but not necessarily real or true. And then I just thought, because this is something that really bugs me, is then the word theory, theoretical, theory, theoretical. People like Einstein, half of our freaking planet runs on theories. And a theory is a supposition or a system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles independent of the thing to be explained. I'm going to explain to you how to count from 1 to 10 by saying A, B, C, X, Y, Z. That's my theory. So if you want to learn how to count from 1 to 10, follow my A, B, C, X, Y, Z theory. And then theoretically, I think I'll make a supposition, a belief held without proof or certain knowledge, an assumption or hypothesis. They were working on the supposition that his death was murder. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Thank you so much once again for watching, and beware of disease X. Your choice. Get a vaccine or take your life into your own hands and just say no. And this is just a reminder, folks, that while I'm speaking, while I was doing this couple of minutes video now, since I woke up this morning, I'm sure a couple of 100 children have gone missing around the world. Each and every single year, folks, 0.1%, 8 million people of the population of this earth go missing. Children. Once again, thank you for watching. Please be safe.